What's up, guys? Josh Pate here from 247sports.com alongside Barton Simmons, Director of Scouting for 24/7 Sports. Barton, it is about to be transfer season. It's going to be upon us. Let's just start with the name Anthony Brown. Quarterback's always first and foremost here, and he's on the open market. Any ideas where he could potentially be headed?
Well, look, I think you try to marry up who needs a quarterback and who's available, certainly. And Anthony Brown right now appears to be perhaps the best option available, particularly when you have guys like KJ Costello already off the market, headed to Mississippi State. You look at a place like Maryland, who is in desperate need of a quarterback for Mike Locksley to get that offense kick-started. I'd imagine that's a place they could look. But I think when you start to look at this transfer season, you want to project out. You try to think about what could happen elsewhere after spring practice. What could happen when some jobs are lost or the writing is on the wall. And hey, let's think about potentially if Bryce Young, for example, goes to Alabama and just kills it in the spring, true freshman, and maybe Mac Jones sees that his future may be in doubt at Alabama. Mike Locksley coached him once before at Alabama as well. Maybe that's the spot for him. So look, this is just an extreme example of the way things could go. And I think that Mike Locksley is having those kind of conversations too about not only who's available, but who could become available.
Now, because of the injury situation in Columbus, we're not going to make it through spring ball before everyone in Buckeye Land is talking about running back. So where could Ohio State go here?
Yeah, look, I mean, Master Teague's injured this spring, and you hope is going to be available in the fall, but they're going to have to start mining the transfer market as well. Texas A&M needs a running back. Duke needs a running back. There are some teams right now in desperate need of a running back. And I think that this is another spot where you could see some names start to trickle out once the spring practices start to get underway. And particularly given the climate we're in right now, where we're potentially in an environment where the NCAA allows for a one-time transfer opportunity without penalty, even if you aren't a graduate transfer. So I think that's another position that is going to be very interesting to see what names start to emerge.
Here's an easy question here. Easier to ask who does. How about who doesn't need offensive tackle help right now? It seems like everyone's in the market.
I'm telling you, if you're an offensive tackle that's thinking about transferring, you're going to have a lot of phone calls once you get that name out there, because there's some big name programs that are in need. Auburn needs an offensive tackle badly. Florida State seems like perennially is in need of an offensive tackle, and they've yet to find one. So they're still hunting. USC, Miami, we saw what a disaster Miami was on the offensive line last year. So there's more. There's a lot of teams out there that need offensive tackles, but those are four very specifically are in desperation mode to get someone that could come in and help them right away on the offensive line, and particularly at offensive tackle.
At least you know we're not going anywhere. We'll be here all spring long for the latest coverage. Keep it locked on 247sports.com.